Hey, what's going on everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the brand new EVH Gear guitar lineup. Out of nowhere, in the middle of July, EVH just dropped a bombshell in the guitar community and released several brand new guitars. I want to talk about them, do my usual thing, give some commentary, and hang out with you guys here on this lovely Friday, July 14th. Alright, real quick, two things. One, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so and like this video as it just helps out the channel. I really sincerely appreciate it. And two, we're going to be checking out the EVH guitars on Sweetwater's website. So I'll put a link down below in the pinned comment as well as a link in the description. And it'll be my link affiliated with Sweetwater. So if you guys want to check these out and potentially buy one of them, it'll just help me out and help out the channel, okay? Cool. Thank you so much, man. With that being said, let's dive on into some brand new guitars, alright? Alright, so check it out. Here we are. We're on sweetwater.com, and as you can see as I'm scrolling down, we have a lot of brand new EVH branded guitar stuff to check out. We got a lot of stuff. Let's just start knocking them out, man. Let's check out the EVH Star Limited Electric Guitar Stealth Black. Interesting. Interesting, they're leaning into the star shape. I say interesting because the star shape is one of the more obscure and rare kind of EVH shapes. Like, he only played that guitar, what, in like the Invasion tour? Somebody correct me in the comment section, but like, it was really in the early 80s, like the Women and Children First, Fair Warning type of era. And then we never really saw it ever in the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s, right? But regardless, the guitar's a really cool shape and a really unique shape. And I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this thing. I don't dislike it, but I think what the issue is, for me personally, I was never really a huge fan of the original Star guitar anyway, so like to see this guitar and now a new kind of reformed rendition, a new modernized rendition of the Star guitar, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't dislike it, but you know, it's interesting, man. I like they went with the Stealth Black. I think EVH Stealth, anything kills and crushes, like whether it's the amplifier or like the 5150 Stealth that they came out with like give or take 2 years ago. I love that guitar, and that guitar is seemingly pretty rare anymore. Like, a lot of people pick those things up, but this one's cool, man. The Star guitar, can't go wrong with Stealth Black, and if this is a shape that you want to check out, by all means, you know, let it rip, right? Major props for the non-recessed Floyd and the D-Tuna, as well as the Kill Switch. I mean, those are always fun to play with, right? Then we also have one in the Army Drab. I really dislike Army Drab a lot. I think it's one of my least favorite colors, just with any guitar, not EVH specifically. I really just don't like that color at all. Now we also have the Made in Japan Wolfgang series here. They say new, they have the new badge, but these have been out and announced for quite some time. I never made a video on these, but I absolutely love it because the Wolfgangs, the USA Wolfgangs, are just like incredibly expensive anymore, but they're also amazing instruments. So now we have something that's a little less, you know, some could argue a little less than compared to the USA's, but in my opinion, I see them as nothing other than just the exact same guitar, just made in a different spot on the world, right? New EVH Frankenstein Plus pickup. Oh, let's check this out. What makes this plus? This humbucker is a much hotter, overcharged version of the original EVH Frankenstein pickups. Okay, so it's just a hotter pickup. Oh my god, 17.32K? Yeah, you could say that again, bro. Then we have a classic one here, which is 8K. Okay, so I think like the original rendition of the Eddie sound was like a medium output pickup, like he was using like old Gibsons and stuff like that. 17K though with that plus one. That's insane, right? Alright, let's check out these guitars right here, the Relict Frankies. These are the guitars that I really wanted to talk about the most in this video, and I'm going to say it right here. These guitars are almost perfect for me personally. Now, I'm just a man with an opinion. I'm not right, and you're not right, and you're not wrong, and vice versa. This is just an opinion, alright? Cool, got that out of the way. I know there's a lot of insecure boomers out there, but what I'm saying is this. I like the Frankenstrat so much. I mean, it's a legendary, iconic guitar. But for me personally, where it kind of loses its flair and its charm is right in the middle right here. Like, I don't understand why we have the dummy pickup selector and the dummy pickup that apparently does work. But I think this guitar would do so much better if it was just like a one routed humbucker, or if it was just like a humbucker and a neck and no middle toggle switch thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't really understand the need to have a dummy pickup and the toggle switch, the selector switch, in there if it's not a one-for-one replica of the Frankenstrat. Because what I'm saying is, like, who would buy a guitar wanting that if it wasn't an EVH Frankenstrat? You know what I'm saying? It's like such an oddly specific guitar spec, and it only is, you know, it only pertains really to one guitar in history, generally speaking. So like, because it doesn't have the stripes and all that, I feel like this is nothing but just like a Relict Super Strat, which is super rad, but I don't think this part right here needs to be there. That's just one man's opinion. Again, I love the non-recessed Floyd and the EVH D-Tuna. Absolutely amazing. I love non-recessed guitars. I don't know why there's not as many of them out there on the market, but you know, here we are, right? And I think the price is appropriate. Another reason why I like these guitars is because they're absolutely just completely blank slates for an artist to do their thing, whether it's a guitar player or somebody who just likes to paint, or both. Like, these are just blank canvases, and I think these will do absolutely amazing and sell like crazy because they lend themselves to be incredibly customizable. You know what I'm saying? This one's very David Gilmour kind of looking. That looks kind of cool. Also too, I'm not really sure how I feel about the half pickguard as well. Like, again, I don't know if like we need these oddly specific modifications if it's not replicating a Frankenstrat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think like a more, probably honestly no pickguard would probably be the best there, or you know, something that's a little bit more clean. You know, it's like, it's a Frankenstrat replica, but just no paint job. So to me, like, the paint job is the bread and butter, not the, you know, not the half of the Strat pickguard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the stripes if you're going to play a Frankenstrat. So it's like, it's interesting how like they chose to keep these specs, but get rid of like the like best spec of all, which is the paint job. But regardless, I'm not trying to be too negative or anything like that. Like, I absolutely love these Super Strat, Frankenstrat, replica, Relic series guitars, the stripped down ones. What are these actually even called? Oh yeah, series Frankenstrat series Relic. Okay, so yeah, they're absolutely awesome, dude. Just really perplexed a little bit with like having some of those specs in there. However, as we continue to scroll down, we got some new specials. We have a Sangria finish. That's actually pretty cool. Now, I saw this one right here. The Star guitar with the gold Floyd and the black appointments and like the black D-Tuna. This thing looks so awesome, man. Black and gold. It's like a Black Beauty Star. Like, this looks so much better than the Stealth Black. So much more like classier, and it just pops that much more, man. Like, I actually think this guitar is really cool. And that's saying a lot because, like I said 5 minutes ago, I'm not really a huge fan of the Star shape per se. It's very 1982, and you know, I wasn't even thought of back then. You know what I'm saying? Now check this out. This is probably the coolest Wolfgang special I think I've ever seen. A gold top with cream pickups. Now what's interesting is I thought DiMarzio had the patent for the cream pickups, right? Is that not a thing anymore? I thought DiMarzio had all the cream pickups on the market. Maybe that patent ended, or maybe I'm way off on that, but that's interesting. Regardless, cream pickups. Looks really, really good, bro. I think maybe it would have been a little bit cooler for me personally is if the headstock was black. And maybe gold on gold's a little too much for me. But regardless, really, really cool guitar. Yeah, Scorching Hot Direct Mount EVH Wolfgang pickups. Okay, interesting. So they're cream Wolfgang pickups. EVH brand. Got a bright purple standard. That's cool. I mean, yeah, it's exactly what it is. Just a plain old bright purple, awesome looking Wolfgang standard with a roasted maple neck. See, notice how like this one has a black headstock? I just think that looks so much better with the color of the body. I think when you match the headstock, I like it sometimes, but I think for Wolfgangs, I personally don't. I don't know. That's just a weird thing that's like in my brain right now. Like, I kind of don't like the matching headstock look. Like, here's a perfect example. Here's the Made in Japan Wolfgang. Look how classy and badass that looks with the black headstock against the, we'll say, ivory body. Like, I think that looks so much better personally. We got a lefty Stealth as well. Like I just said a couple minutes ago, I think these guitars are awesome, man. You know, obviously I'm a right-handed player. But yeah, I really, really dig those. We have a yellow one. That's pretty intense looking. This one's been out for a while, but this is the $600 like delay pedal. It's interesting. And I think that's just about everything, everybody. So I want to wrap up this video by saying this. I absolutely love the Relic series Frankenstrats the most, far and away, more than any of these other guitars right here. However, I just do think there is some specs in there that are a little too interesting, we'll say. Like, why would anybody ever need a dummy pickup or a dummy selector switch, especially, and half a pickguard if they weren't playing a Frankenstrat? It's just a weird thing. Could be a hot take. I'm not trying to be controversial or anything, just a dude with an opinion, but you know what I'm saying. And then my second favorite one is this limited, quote-unquote limited, black and gold Stealth with the gold Floyd. Looks absolutely monstrous. And then taking the bronze today, third place is the Pharaoh's Gold Wolfgang Special with the cream pickups. So overall, everybody, I love how EVH is continuing to push the envelope and continuing to dish out new models since the unfortunate passing, right? I was a little bit skeptical of like what's going to happen to EVH, and I think a lot of people were just because of the obvious, right? Just because of the unfortunate obvious. But to see them continuing to push the brand and continuing on the legacy, that's awesome, man, and I'm all here for it. So, alright everybody, that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to subscribe on your way out the door. Thank you so much for watching. With that being said, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys later. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, stay metal. See you guys next time. Later.